everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's CJ from CJ Reads. It's 2021. It's January, it's Capricorn season. We are making our to-do list. We are motivated. It's a new year, new me, energy everywhere. And of course I had to do some intention setting and review some goals that I had for myself and for BookTube this year. I've been doing this for like 6 months now, which is wild. I am a pretty flighty hobby taker-upper, a pretty flighty hobbyist. How would you say that? I get really kind of enraptured by the idea of something, and then I'll either find out I'm not immediately good at it and drop it, or just get bored with it and move on. So I'm kind of shocked that I'm still recording videos of myself and talking about books online, but I'm here. We're gonna do it for another 6 months at least. Lockdown life, you know what I mean? But hope it's a good 6 months. Why am I talking about 2021 like it's gonna be 6 months long? That's kind of a weird premonition. Anyway, hi. Got my special BookTube notebook. I got a 3-pack and I dedicated a whole one to BookTube. So watch out 2021. That was not an earthquake, that was Spud jumping on the couch. Okay, I wrote down a few of my goals and let's talk about them, shall we? Number 1, I would like to fully transfer and start using Storygraph opposed to Goodreads. I kind of forced myself to make a commitment to them already by joining as an early bird. So you're essentially like a paid subscription tier of Storygraph because I want to support them. They're a Black woman-owned business, and I think it's important more women are in the tech space and startup world in general. And of course, Amazon needs all of the competitors in the market space as they can handle. So I want to fully transfer off of Goodreads. It's hard. It's an emotional decision only for a couple of reasons. One, I have a lot of friends who are on Goodreads that I followed for years and I know aren't going to transfer to Storygraph because either they're Spud, be like Spud's rocking the couch the whole time I'm talking. Come here, let's go. Ugh. Okay, this is great. Is this what you want to watch on YouTube? People aren't going to transfer to Storygraph because they're either like not seeking an alternative because they probably don't know that Goodreads is Amazon owned, or just working for them and they don't have enough energy to think about getting a competing app. So it's an emotional decision to leave some of the friends I've made on there behind, but I know it's the right thing to do, and I just hope that Storygraph gets more streamlined as they get out of beta and more features become available for people to use, and it's just like the hot new thing. So that's my first goal for 2021. A couple of numeric goals, shall we? I would like to read 100 books this year. If I don't make it, that's totally fine. I'm not someone who's majorly disappointed by setting a goal and not making it. They don't really motivate me that much, which is kind of why this is a weird video for me to be doing. But Spud, you're killing the vibe, or you're making it, I can't tell. But I want to read 100 books at triple digits, baby. I think it'll totally be easy, seeing as how last year I read like 85 books and I didn't read like January through March at all. So thinking about adding 3 extra months of reading in there, I think I can make it. I would also like to reach 1,000 subscribers on BookTube, YouTube, here, right now. I don't know, I got to like 600 in 6 months, so I'm sure I could do that again if the algorithm gods are in my favor. And what a nice even number. My next goal, get my nonfiction to fiction split up to 40%. So this year it was 25%. Which kind of surprised me. I was like, whoa, that's pretty low. In 2019, for reference, I had about a 50-50 even split. But I was just like obsessed with reading new fiction in 2020, which is totally fine. But I just want to have that a little bit more balanced in 2021. So I think I'm just gonna have that top of mind to be one of my goals for 2021. Whew, the next goal, probably my hardest one, embrace e-reading and Netgalley. I have a Kindle, it's pretty old. It doesn't like inspire me to read. I'm definitely not a purist of like physical books are the only way to read. Don't care about any of that. I have no horse in that race. but like the vibes just spiritually aren't there for me when I try to e-read, and I'm trying to course correct that because I want to start using Netgalley more because it's a really efficient and easy way to read arcs of books that I'm really anticipating. As I've gone into booktube, book reviewing more seriously, one of the most fun parts of that is being in contact with different publishing houses and being able to request books that sound interesting to me that I'm anticipating to try to like build a little hype in my little micro community. And it seems way more accessible on Netgalley because it's already in an established like program and channel and way for publishers to do that than it is getting physical proofs and arcs, even though those like hit so much different, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to embrace that in 2020. I do want to read more proofs and arcs that sound good to me, like definitely not just to be the first to read them. And I think Netgalley is an easier way to get into that channel flow instead of physical proofs. I would like to dedicate more time to reviewing what I read in more thoughtful, analytical ways. A lot of the booktubers that I love are excellent reviewers. That's something that I want to keep honing in on in 2021, and to do that, it's a time commitment. So hoping 2021 allows me more time to sit down and contemplate, digest, and reflect back outwards what I've read. Lastly, kind of building off that more time to review books is I want to invest more time in the newsletter I started last year. It's just like a fun, nerdy outlet for me. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback on it. People have been like, oh, I use that as my shopping list, like to decide what book I want to buy next. And I just like that it's kind of a forever resource that makes me slow down and able to write it and is going to be there to stand the test of time and feels slightly less embarrassing to me than YouTube does sometimes. I still have not disclosed this hobby to many people in my lives. I'm not ashamed of you. It's just kind of hard to explain to other people sometimes. That's it. Those are my 2021 goals. Let me know if there's anything you want on the channel this year. I live to serve, baby. 2021, God help us all. Godspeed. Goodbye. Love you.